not going live. You're live! Hey! Let's Tekken it up for the hope of tomorrow. Don't ignore the part where Xiao Yu gets murdered by Jack. Hey, I feel like we just saw this. What's up, Lars? Well, I probably could have gone better. Boy, you thought I was not a Jin player. Ow. Very confused as to what happened there. That was kind of a combo. Not a good one, but it kind of worked. Ow. Lars, your jacket's kind of clipping into your leg. Seems like that might be a problem. Well, bye, Lars. Meanwhile, the world's ending and Jin's just taking a nap. Hey, this is the ending of Tekken Tag 2. Kinda. Ah, why are you so big?
お前の手から今までどれだけ大切なものがすり抜けた。貴様はあの時の。お前には力が必要だ。怒りと憎しみに身を浸せ。復讐だけが生きる道だ。その器、投げ渡すがいい。
Instead, I will kick my rage and hatred in the face. Ouch.
貴様は傲慢さゆえに世界を戦火で飲み込んだ。怒りと憎しみを振りまく貴様は三島和也と同じだ。罪と共に生きろ。孤独な戦いこそが贖罪だ。罪の意識と使命感が前へ進む意志を与えてくれた。だが俺の贖罪は
We punch each other some more. Ow. I thought I blocked that, but whatever. It's fine. It might be one of them unblockables. Who can say? I sure can't. Oh. Well, that was a turnaround.
Hello.
Hello.
I sat down and put on my headphones on to get ready for the stream and immediately got a text message from my mom. I'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy the Tekken.
We will talk when you return. It's like Persona 4 up in here.
Fight!
That was kind of cool. Rude?
常に共にあった諦めろ少女俺はお前を救ってみせる
Really is Persona 4 over here.
Hello.
Hello.
Also, just checking, what difficulty are you playing story mode on?
I think normal?
Okay, you're doing really well. I've seen a lot of people get destroyed on normal.
It might be easy, to be fair. I don't remember.
I came in and I was like, oh, it's been 7 minutes since he started streaming. He's probably still, like, just wrapping up the Lars stuff. And we were, like, 2/3 of the way through Double Jam, and I was like, fuck! How are you enjoying the story mode so far?
There have definitely been some parts that have been very insane in a very fun way. And then I feel like we're kind of in a slower portion compared to the extremely silly, like, not Tekken Force bit.
I feel like whenever you're dealing with Jin, they have to, like, we have to do something with Jin because we did have him start World War III that one time. So we have to treat his character with some care and try to build him back up into the hero of this story mode. It's going to take some work.
A little bit.
But honestly, I think they do an okay job.
Yeah. Oh, now he's got cool black and white wings.
Oh, yeah. He looks even more like a mid-2000s character.
He is the most mid-2000s man.
A large number of DeviantArt fan artists took to their lawyers as soon as they saw Jin with one white and one black wing. Because I guarantee you, there's a ton of art of that way before this game existed.
Probably.
Also, as someone who at best does not care about Lars, I think they did an okay job making Lars seem kind of cool in this game.
Yeah.
If his outfit wasn't so fucking stupid, I would like Lars more. But his outfit is absurd.
It's very silly.
He is 90% suit.
He's 90% suit, and that suit is 90% lion.
I'm more distracted by, like, the cravat and just the sheer puffiness of those shoulders. Speaking of people who have really good designs this time around, Xiaoyu looks great.
Yeah.
I really like her updated outfit. It's a super cool jacket. Also, even though it's like a couple of games too late maybe, I'm glad we got an explanation for why sometimes Kazuya's devil form looks weird.
Yeah.
How he went from Purple Man to Urizen from Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah. He is definitely.
He looks so much.
He is a Devil May Cry
so much
man.
like Urizen. It doesn't help that in Devil May Cry 5, when you fight Urizen, he starts doing punches and kicks. He looks so much like Final Form Urizen.
Absolutely not wrong. Also, one other thing that I was very happy to see is that I feel like this is the first time in like any of the story modes or anyone's ending where Leo has interacted with anyone other than Leo. Whoops.
I did hear you mention that when I watched your playthrough of the first part. I'm glad that Leo got to come in and be like a
I'm
part
here.
of the story. Also, Leo's dad also here doing
Yeah.
stuff.
He was missing for 2 games, I think.
I feel like a lot of people had this fear when I first saw Leo's dad in the intro. I thought it was the journalist from 7. Because there's all the newspaper clippings and pictures posted on walls. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, no. But it's not. That guy's dead.
That's good.
Let's just assume that that reporter is dead.
Devil Kazuya was not a fan of his reporting, and
He was in that building that Jin chokeslammed him through at the start of the game.
Yes.
Also,
Hey,
hey, callbacks.
Yeah, this is like the beginning of the game, but backwards.
Because Jin earned the power of friendship, and therefore can now win. Friendship and this one sick white wing.
Yep. I unfortunately do not have the power of being good at playing as Jin.
I didn't either, but the Devil Jin parts I feel like are powerful enough to mash your way through, and the normal Jin parts I found like a handful of good 2 to 4 hit combos that I could kind of alternate and do a decent job.
Oh boy. Oh.
That said, this is not an easy story. Even on normal, they really go at you sometimes. So you have, in fact, been doing a very good job.
Ah, stop healing, you dick.
He will not. But you can heal too, which is nice.
I did not know that.
Yes, some of your... It's a story mode thing, but some of your, like, auto get-up attacks and things like that will actually heal you when you do it.
I have this Zafina orb from when I ate Zafina.
Man, remember when he killed Zafina and Claudio?
Yeah.
I was not expecting Claudio to just get fucking dusted.
Yeah. He seemed like he was going to be a big deal, and then nope.
I mean, he put that chip into Kazuya's shoulder, which is already good. I guess the idea was they had to get Kazuya out of Rome, so they did not just follow Jin's private jet.
Yeah.
I also think it's really funny that Zafina is like laying there dying, and then Lee's just like, "Hey, I've got a private jet," and then everyone just forgets Zafina's there. Like, the last thing she does is go like, "Oh, you gotta go to Yakushima," and then Lily's like, "Cool, I'll book a flight on my jet," and then everyone just ignores
And
Zafina's
everyone's
body.
just, all right, cool, bye. Hey, June's here.
June is here.
June was who I played in Tekken Tag 2.
Nice. Also, I was racing to my own personal notes page I'm keeping this year for games that I played to add Tekken 8 to the best sound in games. Because of that one track that plays during the second Devil Jin fight. And then I realized that's just Jin's like Tekken 6 theme. And it's like, you know what? Still a good song.
You know,
it's really good.
yeah.
It's got that super screechy noise at the start. I like it.
Remember when she was a weird goo lady and then also like an angel?
She might still be a goo lady.
You know.
You don't know what's under that
Now
shirt.
we've gone full fucking DMC3 Devil Trigger also.
Huh? What? What are you talking about? Oh. I don't know what you're talking
Sorry,
about.
Angel Trigger, I guess.
Mm-hmm. He is not Nero from Devil May Cry 5. What are you talking about?
Debatable.
He's also not Saint Seiya.
Yeah.
He looks, he looks like the what do you call it? the last like devil you get in like Castlevania Curse of Darkness.
Yeah, a little bit.
He looks like a lot of
He
things.
does.
He
Also,
does look cool though.
Sorry, the ocean.
Fuck that whale.
You dare get a different wacky form?
Like, Kazuya had to go eat an entire Azazel to get his new form, and then Jin just does it.
Jin just talks to his mom.
Think of what could have been accomplished if Kazuya could talk to his mom. If Heihachi hadn't choked her out and thrown her in a volcano. I just assume he threw her in a volcano. That seems to be what he does.
Yeah.
Oh, also,
Surprise volcano, I guess.
look, it's Tekken.
Oh, you
There
know,
needs to be a volcano.
you're right. You're 100% right.
The last game ended with Heihachi and Kazuya fighting in a volcano, so if you're gonna have Jin and Kazuya fight, there needs to be a volcano. Yeah, what? What's up? Sounds like you're having trouble over there. What's your complaint?
Fucking Azura's Wrath ending over here. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's worse. This is actually explicitly the ending of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2. It ends with a volcano erupting and firing the villain into space.
Great.
But it looks cool, though.
Yeah.
I will say, this story mode does at least explain why the fuck this stage exists.
Yeah.
Because when you see this on the stage select screen, it's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I think I played it a couple times in like the arcade story or like the arcade quest mode, and I was like, this is very weird.
Why are we in Final Destination?
Oh, I healed myself.
Also,
somehow. Cool.
I'm just saying, look, Kazi is evil. We all know this.
Yes.
But his plan to have a sick martial arts tournament where the losing countries get sanctioned is pretty cool, right?
It's so absurd. How does he have?
But it's kind of rad though, right? Think about it.
Weird.
How cool would it be if like your country lost at Evo and then you just like your whole country got fucked for it? It'd be kind of sick, right? Everybody would be into that.
I don't know if everyone would be into that. But
I mean, the winners
very
would be into
funny.
it.
Yeah. I like that it let you pick who you wanted to play as for the little bit of that you actually get to play.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool. I really appreciated the like everyone fighting in the tournament and then everyone fighting again later like on the battlefield.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a cool split. It was a nice way to get everybody to have solutions going on. Although it's weird that for the part where the world was actually at war, Brian Fury was nowhere to be seen.
That I was gonna say.
It really feels like he probably would have been there for that. But... Aw.
Whoops. Now we're in Berserk, I guess.
True Devil Kazuya gonna give you the business.
He did.
Okay, now hear me out, Kazuya. Why? Why any of this? Like, what is the goal?
We gotta punch Jin because he's a threat to my power, I guess. Oh dear. Ow.
Well, like, I understand why Jin is fighting. But, like, why... What? Like, why is Kazuya waging war on the whole world?
Because he's
Why not
got
just be
the
like, all right,
devil
cool.
gene. I don't know.
You could just be like, cool, I killed my dad. Like, going home. I'm gonna go build my sneaker collection now, in peace.
We'll get there.
Do you think that during the, like, when he, all those scenes where it's like Kazuya watching his blue screen from behind his evil desk, I just wanted the camera to turn and just show that all the cameras are pointed at people's feet. He's just admiring their looks.
I did
He's
enjoy
looking
that,
at Leroy
like,
and just being like, damn!
all the extra good guy squad when they show up on the. On
Oh yeah, it just shows
the
their feet walking in.
Yeah.
They've all got very nice shoes.
Yeah.
They're all very nicely dressed people.
I like Tekken outfits.
Except Paul.
Well, okay, yeah.
Paul dresses like a trash fire. And
What?
I guess, you know what would have been a good excuse for Paul? Kazuya's new tournament that puts sanctions on different countries. It hit whatever country his hair gel comes from.
Okay.
They can't afford to export it anymore due to Kazuya's sanctions, and he's got to fuck up the tournament because of that. That's my new headcanon for why Paul looks the way he does.
You know, that's as good as a reason as any, because, man,
His hair's rough.
his
He's
hair
in a,
is so rough.
Paul's in dire straits, man. Sometimes to resolve your family business, you have to take your dad to heaven and punch Satan out,
You know,
as you do.
as you do.
I will say one thing I really appreciate. This dumb Devil v Angel fight has two different points where Kazuya uses his big new evil power to hit Jin with a super attack, and then Jin uses his powers to hit Kazuya with a big dumb super attack, and they both just get back up and keep punching.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, both just kind of tanked it.
Jesus. Imagine you're on Earth and just see that in the sky. Like,
It's best not to worry about it. It's the Aurora Borealis.
I don't know about that.
Shh. It's fine.
I also feel like that would cause way more, like, devastation of this rock that was in space fell down to Earth.
Yeah, look, it's best not to think about it because it's time for another round.
We gotta keep
The set's
punching
not
each
the set's not over yet. Kazuya didn't hear no bell. He did get his pants back, thankfully.
Yeah, that's true. It's very convenient that the devil power went away, but it gave him pants.
Well, you both got your pants and your gloves back. The double power is going to be fair. Also, I really respect Jin being like, okay, we've lost our superpowers, we're just human. And Kazuya being like, yeah, whatever. Like, don't even care. Also, I will say, I really like the stuff they do in story mode with Jin, where he's like gaining and losing moves as you go through.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you have your double stuff, and then sometimes you don't. I like them kind of making you play as base Jin.
This is a much better story mode than Tekken 7's by like a very large margin.
Oh yeah. It is also, I will say this, I think a much, much better story mode than like Mortal Kombat 1 for like a kind of modern comparison. Like, Mortal Kombat 1 is more of a, like, I don't know what I'd call it. It's more, like, story-focused, but I feel like the gameplay part of it lets it down a lot.
I can see that.
Like, the final battle in that story mode is you fight Shang Tsung, and then you win a single round, and then the game is over. And right here, I think you're on, like, round 8 or something against Kazuya. Like, this feels like a final fight, you know?
I mean, we started on the ground and then went into space, and now are back on the ground.
Well, it's like, because you start the game, and it's Jin v Kazuya. And then it's Devil Jin v Devil Kazuya. And then you turn back, and then shit happens, and you play through the whole story mode, and you come back with Devil Jin v Kazuya, and then Angel Jin v Kazuya, and now you're back to just normal Jin v Kazuya again.
Yeah.
Like, I like that it's, like, bookending the story.
Oh, just... don't Shibata yourself.
No, they're gonna. Can't stop them.
I can't. I wish this was a thing kind of in the actual game where you can do like the heat move and it not immediately just end your heat bar.
Yeah.
That would be
No, So I'll say this, I do kind of want to replay Tekken 8 story mode just because I really like I like some of the mechanics that are story mode exclusive. Like everyone having way more health for some of these fights. And yeah, just the kind of extended heat modes and things like that. There's some really fun stuff in this story mode that I feel like you don't necessarily get from the normal gameplay.
Yeah.
Which is another reason that I really like this story mode. Also, yeah,
Now,
I want to say at this point, you're back to playing as, like, Tekken 3 Jin with that moveset.
I can tell it's different, so yeah.
Like, I have not played the old Tekkens enough to really get it from hearing what other people have said. Like, you are literally regressing through the movesets as you play this fight, because Jin is, like, getting his old stuff back. Which is really cool!
Yeah.
Because, like, the idea that he doesn't have the devil powers, so he's going back to the stuff he learned before he relied on devil powers. That's a really cool story-based thing, and it makes me excited for, like, Jin in the next game to have a mix of all these different styles. Also be careful, because Kazuya will not hesitate to give you the business.
He almost gave me the business in one of these rounds. Whoop, frame rate.
Give him the old spinning electric.
Pretentious imp is a good insult.
I really like that line.
Am I June now? Or like, do I have like June moves?
Yep.
Yeah, there's that move.
When you said you used to play as June, I was like, haha! It's gonna be fun when that happens. Yeah, so it's Jin with his old Mishima moveset, and then also some Jun stuff thrown in.
Ah. Stop giving me the business.
He will not. He's gonna do all kinds of crazy spin kicks that break physics.
Whew.
Made it. And then immediately get punched in a cutscene.
Yep. Whoop.
It's okay, you got this. Totally got this.
Yep, it's fine. Everything's fine.
This is what winning looks like.
Punched me so hard the ocean felt it. Oh hey, Zafina's back. Hello.
Believe in yourself and look to the future.
이걸로 끝은 아니겠지?
Jin flashes back to all of these people speaking completely different languages. There should have been a flashback to King. Just roaring at him.
I love when you get like a codec call from King and it's just like yep, King is growling. And then all the UN soldiers are like, yeah, King is here. It's great.
Yeah! King's the best.
Hey, Leo. Yay. Going up for the 4th time in story mode.
Leo got to be important though. Got to
Yeah.
give Jin part of the one of the bigger pep talks in the game.
That is true.
To be like, Jin, you may have done some really messed up things back in Tekken 6, but it's okay.
It's okay though.
We have new writers now. Try to walk that back. But I also appreciate they're not really walking it back. They're just being like, yeah, that happened. It's like, yep, in the past, that happened, we're moving on.
And now techno.
Yeah.
And the intro song. Hey, now I have a heat bar, and you don't! Haha! Ow.
You're gonna need it.
Stop giving me the business, Kazuya.
It's all he knows.
That was cool. I've never seen that before.
Oh, the auto block, flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that fucking slowdown thing they do whenever you're about to hit each other is so cool.
It's very cool. That's one of my favorite things about Tekken in general. Especially, I think Tekken 7 was the first one where I noticed it the most, because
Yeah.
that game loved it, some, dramatic close-up slowdown.
Yeah.
But it's it does a very good job of making me, who is not the greatest at Tekken, still feel really cool.
Yeah. It's just highlighting, hey, you probably wouldn't notice it at full speed, but this really awesome thing is happening right now. And I do appreciate that. So also, I love that Kazuya does that fucking weird dash thing at you. The repeated crouch dashes.
Yes.
It's very silly, but I love they gave the AI. They just were like, yes, he's going to do that. Kazuya canonically knows how to wave dash. Also, I am pretty sure that they are programmed in the story mode to always eat your retards.
I wouldn't shock me, because it does
I
seem
feel like I have never seen one of those blocked in story mode. Even when I'm getting completely wrecked. Huh. Thank God that's over. Oh wait, Kazuya posed so hard he caused lightning strikes.
Yep, hold on, we got more.
Reset the clock. This game is so good.
It's pretty
It's
good.
extremely good.
I don't even know how many rounds we are at anymore. I have lost count.
It's okay, because I whipped back and counted. I know how many rounds there are. That is in my that's my Game of the Year notes for next year. I have written down how many rounds there are v Kazuya. Because I needed to know.
It's a lot. And I'm not complaining, but it is very silly at this point. Hey, I did the cool flip again. Oh god, I did it again somehow. He wave dashed at me and I got intimidated, so I flipped him.
I will say it does kind of work out because my natural instinct when he did the thing where he wave dashes at you was just to panic and block because I didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
And it would just trigger the flip.
Hey, it's the Bandai Namco logo again.
But this time nobody's blood is going to turn into chains and then explode.
Yeah.
Good job.
A good year for video games that end their final boss fights in cross counters.
But yeah, I will just say that I think Tekken 8's style of like giving you a million rounds of fighting Kazuya is so much better for like the feel of the story than a story mode that literally gives you like, oh, just beat him in a normal fight and then it's over.
Yes.
Like this weird cinematic mix of fighting, but also like it's not just gonna be a normal match is a really good way to do things. Because like this story mode beating Kazuya felt so satisfying.
Yes.
And yeah, I actually legitimately did care about these characters by the end. Where it's like, I'm glad Jin, got past all this shit and can now finally move on and have better writing again. He doesn't have to worry about being the devil or all that nonsense.
Meanwhile, in America.
What if they just like time skipped it? Like the next game is like Jin's kids or whatever have grown up and now they're the protagonist.
That'd be fun.
Reina's the new villain. She's old now and has Heihachi's haircut. She's balding down the middle. It's a family curse.
Female pattern baldness.
Yeah, you got Heihachi's hair sticking out to the sides, and you have Kazuya's hair and Jin's hair pointing straight back. They never gave us anybody with like 3 hair points, did they?
No. I don't think so.
Someday. It's character design territory just waiting to be filled. Also, hey.
What's up, June Feats? Everybody helping out at the soup kitchen. I don't know about if I would be okay with receiving my soup from a panda bear. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, there's an actual bear directing the line. Which one do you feel worse about?
I mean, if a bear told me like where I needed to go, I would follow where the bear went because I'd be worried the bear would eat me.
Fair.
Shaheen's on a boat. Archaeology.
Yeah.
Dead people.
Or are they? No, they're pretty dead. They're pretty dead. Well, Zafina's up in the air. I could see them making a case for Zafina living.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to, but Claudio got exploded into dust.
Yeah, Claudio's not like a person anymore. Claudio is like vapor.
I will say, I think it would actually be kind of cool if Claudio was like a straight up ghost.
That would be fun.
Because he's already a weird exorcist man. Oh, hey. Reina is here to stomp on your credits, like she's Bayonetta. Or like she's Jean, rather.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah! Get excited.
Even more devils.
I love that Jin is like, alright, we've eliminated the devil
All right.
gene. Everything's cool. Hard cut to Reina just being like, fuck all y'all.
I like that more than where I thought that whole thing was gonna go.
Oh.
I-
Were you still...
I was
Did you still think that
I was-
Heihachi had stolen somebody's body?
Yes.
Like, in Bison style?
Yes.
To be fair, that was, like, the most popular theory I saw leading up to the game. Everybody was like, wait, is that actually just Heihachi and he just put himself in a new body? Like... And to be fair, I wouldn't have complained about that. I would have been like, yeah, sure, that seems like a Heihachi thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do appreciate Reina just being like yet another Heihachi child running around in the wilderness.
Yep.
Also, how many kids did Heihachi have that have the devil gene? That were not... he never got it? Like... Did it just, like, skip? It was dormant in him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And just, like, every kid he has the devil gene.
I blame. I'm drawing a blank on her name, but the tiger lady from Tekken 7, that was his wife.
Oh. Is that Kazumi?
It might be Kazumi. Kazumi.
I don't know.
Kazumi or Kazushi is what I'm thinking, but I don't know if either of them are correct.
Let me find out. It was Kazumi.
Hey.
Which is good because I pulled that out of the air. I was not sure. But, like,
You gotta
she
mix,
died
you
after
gotta mix the devil
Kazuya.
gene with the tiger gene, and that's what.
But that's the thing, is like she died after Kazuya. So like it can't even be a thing that was passed on through her to Reina, right? Because Reina would have to be from somebody else.
That's true.
Maybe Heihachi just has like raw animal magnetism for ladies with the devil gene,
Maybe.
but he just didn't know it. And he just has all these like unclaimed children running around out there in the world who have the devil gene. I want to say it was like a thing Harada said sometime, where he was like, Heihachi's probably got like 25 kids running around out there somewhere.
Wouldn't shock me.
That said, I really like Reina as a character. She's very fun to play as.
Yeah.
And I like her role in the story. She's fun.
She's
Just being
fun as
super
like
obviously
yeah,
evil.
as the good guy, but I mean, come on now.
Like I like that every scene she's in, she's like setting up to be the villain of a later game.
Yes.
She's like scouting Nina in the middle of the war scene, like, you want to come work for me in the next game? And
She's
Nina's like, cool.
I'm taking a vacation. After that, let's talk.
Yeah, thumbs up. I'll be back later. My son is somewhere on this island, so I have to leave immediately. We can't risk interacting.
You thought you thought Kazumi was the worst mom in Tekken, but it was me, Nina.
I mean, by the standards of Tekken parenting, she exists. Like, that's more than a lot of parents can say. Like, you know, Jun and Kazumi were both in a state of non-existence for a very long time. And the dads, the less said about them, the better.
Yeah.
Actually, well, no, because Leo's dad is cool, but he was also non-existent for a while.
Yeah, and Leo's mom is like a devil gene researcher, I think, who is dead.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like, oh, she's dead as of like Tekken 6 or something.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say you need to specify when somebody is considered dead, because that might not be the case for long.
Yeah. I feel like I might be mixing up Leo's Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag ending, but one of them is like they go on a train and like steal computer data that's like, oh, my mom was with G Corporation and studying the devil gene. Hi, John Harden. He used to be at Atlas. Voice of customer.
Oh, that was the Tekken Tag ending, apparently.
Okay. I guess I don't think I actually remember what the Tekken 6 ending for Leo is, even though that's the one Tekken 6 ending I think I ever got, because I'm very bad at Tekken 6.
It says that Leo pays a visit to their mother's grave and finds a letter that says, Dear Leo. They read it and then turn around suddenly to find no one there.
Okay, yeah,
Mysterious letter at grave.
I do remember that now.
And then Tekken 7 Leo ending was apparently poking Squid Yoshimitsu and freaking out about the tentacles, and then that was the entire ending.
Okay, I guess I don't remember that at all, but I guess there was one interaction with a different Tekken character. Man, Tekken 7 Yoshimitsu was freaky looking.
Yeah. I'm not sure what design of... I think Tekken 6 Yoshimitsu is the one I like the most. Tekken 6 Yoshimitsu was... Let's see. Yeah, I think that one was the one weird, like, super beefy one with the skull face.
That sounds right. I'm also going to be, like, super honest. The version of Tekken 6 that I played the most of was the PSP one.
Fair.
I have the PS3 one, but I feel like I probably should play, like, the Tekken Force mode at some point.
Oh, I think it's Tekken 5 Yoshimitsu, though.
I played Tekken 5 once in an arcade. And
I will say that from the earliest I've ever known about Tekken was like seeing a magazine ad that had a picture of Yoshimitsu, and I've always been surprised that Yoshimitsu is not a villain.
yeah,
Like, how is that guy not a bad guy in your fighting game series?
well, I mean, given the the Tekken arcade ending here, or his
I was gonna
arcade
say
ending,
that actually had me kind of excited. Where I was like, I would be down for villainous Yoshimitsu, but also it'll probably be one of those things where the characters never like Yoshimitsu's never going to have a real impact on the story.
probably not.
But I appreciate that Tekken can have multiple stories running at the same time, where it's like, there's the real main story with, like, the Mishimas, but there are also, like,
and
kind
there's
of
a
side
billion other
character
things.
stories. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, there's Yoshimitsu v. Brian, have their ongoing thing.
Paul and the Laws,
Mm-hmm.
Panda and Kuma,
Law
and...
v. Money.
Law v. One of my favorite dumb things in this game in the arcade mode is just the part where, like, when you play as Law, is like just 4 straight intros of "I hate rich people." It's so silly.
I just really appreciated, is it? Fucking. There's a bit in the in the story mode when you're fighting Law as Paul,
Yes.
where he's like, Law is just like, "You will pay me," and Paul's like, "I will never pay you." I really appreciate the absolutely no stakes of that fight in the middle of a war,
Yeah.
which can be said about like most of the characters fighting in that war sequence.
Just Leo and Azucena have a fight just randomly. Leo's
And
like,
they just
I
sit
like
there and like
coffee.
talk about coffee, and in the background of them talking about coffee, and like talking about like oh, I'll send you some coffee to Germany. Like in the background, there's two soldiers just fighting to the death.
Yep.
I love it. Also, there's a little side story video about, hey, where was Jun this whole time?
Is that in the gal? Whoops, not in the options. Because I figured since this even been an hour? This has not even been an hour yet.
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour. But I figured we might, you know, watch some arcade endings because that's funny.
There are some pretty good arcade endings.
The specified conditions. What specified conditions?
Oh yeah, there's an alternate ending. I was gonna say I don't remember exactly how you get the alternate ending, but it's just if Kazuya wins instead.
Oh.
And it is probably not worth going to the trouble of getting, depending on how hard it is to actually get.
I don't know, but also I kind of want to watch silly arcade endings at the moment.
Yep.
So,
Where's the Jun thing?
I don't know. I thought it would.
Oh, I think it's in
here.
Special.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's under Special, not Tekken 8.
Okay.
That
like
said, also,
this ending is very
Lars
silly.
and Elisa.
Yeah.
It is very silly. I like that it was like, I just wanted to win the tournament. That's why I beat you to the point you can't walk.
But yeah. And then, sorry, Lars. Well, goodbye, Lars.
Tekken Universe still has some kinks to work out in the
Still-
robots.
A little bit.
Lars, why?
Oh, yep, side story.
7年前屋久島で暮らしていた私とジンは
Oh, right. And now that you actually beat the story mode, you can actually do
Yeah, we can actually do Reina and
Jun's
June.
arcade modes.
Which will probably come up when they are in the alphabetical order.
Yeah.
されてしまったせめてジンだけでも私は一縷の望みにかけ王がある場所へ誘導しました
At some point, I should probably play Tekken games before 5.
I mean, should you?
I don't know. Some of those early ones have some goofy endings.
この歌は深い傷を負った私の耳に聞こえてきたのは風間の子守歌
It turned me into a goo lady.
私は古の祭壇で眠りにつきましたまだ私はジン初也さん
That was not as much as I thought that was going to be.
Nope. It was literally, it was just Jun has been in a Kazuma healing coma for the last 6 games.
Something.
Not counting spin-offs.
やっと道場も元通りやな。門下生も早く戻ってくるといいな。
Dojos.
そういえばあのお嬢様、あれ以来姿を現して
Also,
ないけど。
it's a common complaint, but it is very funny to me how little Asuka has to do with the actual story of the games, considering she's also technically part of the family.
Yeah.
But I also appreciate that she's just not getting dragged into it.
Yeah. She's got this Lily thing going on, you know?
Yeah, she's got a rival. She's got her own thing.
She's got her own thing. Just look at how many dojo signs Lily beat up, stole.
How did she bring them all here?
Don't worry about it.
Why do they just fall from the sky with her on top? Was it dropped out of a helicopter?
Probably.
That seems like the likeliest answer.
アホやこいつ。まあええわ。
Oh, that's another I want to know what the Japanese word for bucko is, and I want to know what the Japanese word for dingbat is.
それを言うなら重力5を制せろ。っていうか、お前が塊を語るな。
Screaming.
During the tournament, Azucena met the tea-loving socialite Lily. Even after the tournament concluded, the pair would continue to clash in heated debate, a feud between coffee and tea.
Azucena is such a weird character,
It's very strange.
but it's fun. Like, I appreciate that about Tekken. Is they are not afraid to just have weird one-off characters.
Just remember when there was like a weird little idol in the last game? That was fun.
Oh yeah, I do remember that actually. But like, I just like that it's like Azucena might never show up in another game outside of like a tag game or something. But it's fun to just have like, this is a tournament. It's people from all over the world. It's not always going to be the same crowd.
Yeah.
Like new people will just dip in and out of this world. Like the story's happening, but also that is an adorable alpaca.
It's a very cute alpaca. Also, I was doing these endings in like a Discord call with people, and I did not realize that coffee and tea was like an actual thing.
Makes sense. Like, I probably wouldn't drink it because I'm avoiding caffeine, but,
Yeah. That alpaca's way into it, though. That alpaca...
That alpaca is going to die of a heart attack.
That alpaca is like Mocha the Moose. Seriously, it's not a moose thing.
Okay, get Alan Wake on the phone. We need him to rewrite the script again and put an alpaca farm at Caffeine World. Because
Yes.
I want to see a Taken alpaca.
This Brian ending is up there in the terms of the best endings. Gonna be real.
Yeah, Brian's ending is very good.
This little
Appreciate
Brian
that he just
Fury
went
bobblehead.
full Mad Max. He put a throne on a tank. Who's actually driving the tank, and do they have to lift Brian's throne every time they want to get out of the tank?
I would assume that like I think the tank thing is, or like the way out of the tank is like in front of the chair. I would assume.
Okay. Because I honestly thought he just put his throne on the hatch. But also, I like the idea that Brian just took all of the money of running the Mishima Corporation and was like, "I'm just going to buy a bunch of guns and tanks, and we're going to go shoot them in the desert."
Yeah.
And then a bunch of the other guys on the cast were like, "That sounds like fun. Let's go." And then Law died.
And also, Law Death #1.
Oh, for the record, I can now reveal that the count of rounds v Kazuya in the story mode was 15 rounds as Jin. and 19 rounds if you count the 2 as Reyna and the 2 as Lars.
That's great.
Yep. And the reason that's funny is that whenever we were having our last Game of the Year discussion, I mentioned Tekken 8's sound design and how cool it sounds when Kazuya kicks you in round 16. I was one off. And I said that as a joke. Because I was trying to exaggerate the amount of times you fight Kazuya.
And then whoops.
Also, I like this Claudio ending, just because it's like, this is what that would have looked like if it really worked.
Yeah.
But I also really like it because in my head, this is what Claudio was thinking as Kazuya's laser beam is coming at him. Where he's like, man, it would have been really cool if that would have worked. Oh well. And then
Well.
just immediately gets dusted.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it'd be cool if Claudio came back as like a cool ghost executioner man.
This Devil Jin ending reminds me of, like... I think it's like one of, like, the... I don't remember if it's like Mortal Kombat versus DC or something, but there's like someone who has a super where it's just like, and then the earth explodes. Because,
yeah.
Here's Devil Jin, and, anyway. There goes the planet.
It's maybe a bit much.
Devil Jin is psych, though. Dragunov is a fucking weirdo.
You're not wrong. But I kind of like him. But he's very weird. Like, the thing is, I don't know if I like Dragunov or not, because I don't understand him.
Yeah.
But I think I kind of like him. I do wish that I liked playing as him.
Fair.
I've never been, like, super adapted to his move style. It just feels weird to play as. I like his look, though.
Yeah.
I like them giving him a little more interactivity with Victor in this one. Like, he's got a rival character now. That's cool. I really appreciate how heartbroken he is to discover that his tank line has been discontinued.
It's okay, though. We have the Mokujin tank now.
Yes.
Mokujin is sad that he has been turned into a tank.
Mokujin tank should be like a mini boss in some weird Tekken side mode.
See it. This is a very weird ending. Like, even for Tekken, I feel like this one's just, like, weird.
This reminds me of a Street Fighter. Because there's a Street Fighter ending where Akuma just walks up and then Shoryukens a meteor. It's like a bunch of people in a city freaking out and running away because a meteor's coming, and then, like, Akuma just walks up and then does a Shoryuken and then punches the meteor. And everybody's like, oh! And that's what this reminds me of. Also buffering.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's on my end or yours.
It might be your end, actually. Or YouTube's end, because
wouldn't shock me.
Seems,
It's caught up on mine.
Alright.
Refreshed, it seems to be working. But also...
Also,
Damn it, Sugar.
He kicked a hurricane, and then a dog peed on him. Welp. I feel like I may have mentioned this multiple times, but genuinely, when I saw the intro of this game, I thought this was Steve.
재미없어. 그 녀석한테 이기지 못하면 우승해도 의미가 없다고.
I don't know why this Hwarong looks so much like Steve, but it does to me.
I mean,
늦어도 너무 늦었잖아. 진!
I'm not really seeing it, but
That's fair. I'm just crazy.
we've known this. Also, I like to imagine that this is canonically happening, like, at the end of the story mode.
Yep.
Because you do see Jin driving off on his motorcycle.
Yep. And also there was Paul and Law coming the other way.
Yep. So I like to imagine that this is happening, like, moments before Jin pulls up to get Xiaoyu on the bike. Because he has to have a dumb motorcycle fight with Hwarong, because of course.
Yeah. Jack ending.
And also that. I'm glad that now that Jin doesn't have crazy double powers, he can get back to just having silly rivalries, like with Hwarong.
Jack 8
Also,
ending,
yeah.
very silly.
I love Jack 8 was the first person I finished the story mode as, so I thought everybody was gonna have that scene of walking up and being declared the winner, and I was kind of sad when it didn't happen.
You look so cool, Jack.
But I love that scene of Jack just walking up, waving to the crowd, and then flying away.
Yeah.
You're so cool, Jack.
Reach how long? Next is Steve Fox.
This lady is my spirit animal because all she cares about is making cool robots.
This part is so horrifying.
He Robocop 2'd himself.
You didn't have to learn that.
Oh. Oh. The lady is now dead.
I forgot about this ending. Oh, I forgot how dumb this ending is. I love it. Wait, is this the one I'm thinking of? I'm 99% sure.
I don't remember this ending either.
無理に打ち返さない。かかと落としが来たら左に避けて打つ。相打ち。力が入ったか。
ジン。お昼の時間よ。
Yep, this is the one.
これね。
残さず食べるのよ。
Eat all them peas.
次は勝てそうだ。
Just like fucking like 5 pounds of peas. Why? I don't know why that one cracks me up so much, but I love Jin just sitting there eating peas. Like, I'll win the next time.
I was gonna just go do June's and Reina's when they came up, but I kind of want to just do all the videos and then do the
That makes
last two.
sense.
Especially because here's Kazuya's. and
Because, yep.
this is maybe my favorite ending.
Yeah.
くだらん質問だ。
What do you think about
I love-
conquering the world? Fuck you. Next question.
くだらん。
How about your lady? Do you have a lady?
戦いに彩る
Fuck you.
あいつと知り合ったのも、とある戦いの最中だ。
I love
地上である俺
how intimidating it would be to try to do an interview with Kazuya.
そしてこいつは
Like, just the thought of that.
強い。それだけだ。次
You have any hobbies? Yes, I do.
There's so many things about this ending that are great.
Yeah.
Like the fake documentary style, Kazuya being in a whole the secret room behind his office,
Full
like
of
hidden behind the
shoes.
logo. Like the idea that he can't even just have like a big room for his shoes, it has to be a secret room where the wall splits open.
Yeah. That's maybe the best ending the Tekken's had
You're
in,
not
in a
wrong.
while.
You are not wrong.
What? Did you come to rub it in?
No, I came to give you this bear.
Still want to fight?
I honestly thought when this ending started that like King was coming to comfort Steve because he's basically an orphan,
Yeah,
which I think would have been a funnier ending. But
probably.
I also appreciate them having this charity match. But also just the idea of King like walking into the room and giving Steve a teddy bear and like patting him on the back and being like, "Yeah," is really funny to me.
Big job.
Hey, come on!
Oh,
Sick fucking Busaiku knee thing. Fair ending. 2001 Akuma Odyssey.
I really appreciate Kuma's role in the story of apparently storming into one of the qualifiers and winning a place in the tournament.
It's just, and now I'm a bear. I'm here.
Like the so is that like a genius move on the part of like the country that sent Kuma as their representative? Because it's like you get sanctioned if you lose. We're sending a full-on bear. Like fuck you, beat a bear in a fist fight.
Maybe.
Also, whose country was Brian representing?
America.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he was, because there were like two different America qualifiers. Because one of them was Brian and the other
Well, because
one was
they had
Leroy.
different like, yeah, they had like different qualifiers. Because they had like, I think Paul and Law were in like one of the North America qualifiers.
Yeah. I guess there were three then, because Paul, Brian, and Leroy.
Was Brian American?
Thought he was. Well, maybe he was in like the Australian one. I don't remember.
Well, no, it's just I just don't know about his nationality at all. Because isn't he like a robot?
He is a robot.
Okay.
While we're here, hang on. Do they show the bracket in one of these cutscenes so we could just look at it real quick?
Oh, fair. I still adore the idea of a martial arts tournament where the losing country gets sanctioned. That's so good. Like, I love, like, because this whole world war was the Mishima Corporation trying to take over the world,
Yes.
I guess? And if they can do a tournament where the losing countries get sanctioned, they clearly actually won, right?
Yeah.
Like, they must run the world. Also, I really like Asuka's voice acting.
그럴 리가 없잖아.
She does a great job just being, like, exasperated with all of these people surrounding her.
But yeah.
미시마 카즈야를 때려눕히기 위해 온 거야.
So I'll say, as simple as the design is, this is the coolest How Wrong has ever looked.
I'd like Motorcycle Jacket Horong slightly more than, like, Taekwondo Me. Or
I really like this. I really like this look for him. Also, this is also one of my favorite parts of the story mode that I forgot to mention. is that with this whole crazy tournament that like sanctions losing countries, like they still had to get everyone together and go, okay, you're here to fight in a tournament run by the devil, and if you lose, your country gets like horribly sanctioned. But we do still need a sizzle.
That's true.
So everyone do poses and show off some of your moves for the camera.
It does not appear that they are going to show the
Oh, they're not going to
brackets,
show the bracket. Oh well.
which is very irritating.
Ryan's a robot,
Ryan's a robot.
but he loves guns and violence, so we can just assume he's American. He's American in spirit.
Yeah, because like King is, yeah, I don't know.
Well, King represents like the wild kingdom, right? Like he's a jaguar. He represents the natural world. If King loses, they're going to sanction the rainforest.
G Corporation forces are trying to take over the world.
But no, I'm assuming King is South.
Army refused to let that happen on our watch. We've gathered state-of-the-art flying boats in good number. So too do we have the latest weaponry.
Okay, Brian Fury, North American C Block.
There's plenty of
Okay.
to add as well.
I wish this man didn't have his
Come, we want you to join
face on
the
this
revolution.
YouTube thumbnail, so I could actually look at this thing. Oh wait, there we go.
Oh well.
Here's one without.
There's no
someone's
need to
face on
worry
it.
about raids from G-Corp. We have
This is a
the
very
land
silly
of
ending as
God
well.
on our side.
There are a lot of very silly endings.
皆様を私が守ります。
Okay, yeah, King is Latin America block.
Hmm.
Join us in
Kuma is Southeast Asia Oceania block.
Anderson. 我々は必ず勝利する。私は君を待っている。カット。いやー、最高の演技だったよ、ラース。
お疲れ様です、ラース。とっても素敵でした、ラース。
いや、アリサこそとても良かったよ。たくさんの仲間が集まるといいな。
大丈夫、きっと集まりますよ。
隊員が
エクセレント。
アリサの負担も減らすことができる。
I appreciate Lee trying to play matchmaker here.
いつだって聞いてる
Yep.
さ。これからもよろしく頼む。
I also just appreciate Lee not wearing his crazy suit. I like his crazy suit, but also it's
His
nice to see him without it.
fucking Iron Man suits.
Yes.
Here's the Law ending. Law hates rich people.
He hates rich people until he can be a rich person.
That is true.
You've been contacted by the UN.
To be fair, it's a pretty swanky party.
Eh?
Those are nice shades. I like that nobody else had to deal with this.
Yeah.
Law's the only person who actually gets billed.
Also, Law death number 2 in his own ending. There he goes.
Don't die! You still haven't paid me!
He's full on Buster Scruggsing his way out of the scene.
Yep.
Now the head of the Mishima Zaibatsu, he began mass-producing the next-gen battlesuit he used in the tournament. These suits were used to put an end to the war.
Lee making his weird Iron Man suits.
Look at that fucking Iron Man S set up in the background.
Yep. I do enjoy his little, like, Amazon Echo thing that he activates by saying, "Hey, Hachi."
Yep. is Jarvis. And then he just fucking Iron Man's away with roses in his hands because Lee is ridiculous.
Yeah. So I like that I did this before I did the story mode. Because this was my first arcade ending.
Oh
And
yeah.
I got a very different impression of Leo's father.
Oh yeah, because in the story mode,
He's like,
he seems competent.
yeah.
I really like this dynamic though of Leo being like the competent one. Big crazy Azazel crystal.
Yep.
Time to take a bunch of selfies with it.
Yep.
Fucking.
Now we Indiana Jones.
Was sollen wir tun? Die Ruinen stürzen ein!
Nichts als ein bedauerlicher Unfall. Das bleibt unter uns. Leo, hier kommen wir raus.
Lauf, Papa!
Whee!
Sick grapple gun.
Also, my other favorite part from the story mode is just the part where they're like, "So where are you from?" I'm thinking Germany as Leo is speaking German. Like, come on now.
Sugar, no.
Doggy.
I just now noticed that caution sign that Leroy was walking next to.
I don't, what did it say?
And it has. It just says caution, but it has what's his face? Fei Long or whatever on it. Like the silhouette is just that guy.
Great.
It just says caution.
I was surprised to see you at the tournament.
そうだね。私が本当に小さかった頃以来だもんね。
The last time I saw you was on the streets of Hong Kong. What do you say we spar again? Come on, then.
今度は負けないよ。
Then they fight on this bridge.
This is just a fun ending. Characters hanging out.
Je vous promets à tous qu'en tant que chef de la Mishima Zaibatsu
I appreciate a good ending that just like has characters doing their thing.
de ce
Yeah.
monde, un monde meilleur.
This ending is very weird.
Yep.
Merci infiniment.
Just striking poses.
Occasionally posing for photos in the middle of a speech.
Bonjour, maître Leroy. Les discours me rendent toujours nerveuse.
What? You're the head of Mishima Zaibatsu now. It's expected of you.
En fait, je n'étais pas vraiment intéressée par les
Look at that cat.
Hey, you two. What are you two rich people talking about?
Have I mentioned
I
that I hate
appreciate that-
rich people?
Earn money? I want
I appreciate that her cat is named Salt and his dog is named Sugar.
Smith.
Yes.
J'ai entendu dire que
Hey,
ce n'était pas
don't
vraiment
leave me out.
politique.
I have them let me check.
C'était une bien belle danse.
Technically not dead, but I'm still counting this as, you know,
Le combat
law
ne
death
s'est
number
pas
3.
I mean, that was pretty rough.
si bien ça.
The floor got cracked.
He did.
I really appreciate Sugar playing dead.
That was also fun. I'm still Iron Man. Hello.
私を呼び出すとは一体どのようなご用件かな？
He probably deserves that one.
I appreciate the zero hesitation.
Yep.
That was for blowing up the whole building. Consider us even now.
Lee Death #1. I also like the panda ending quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Mostly
forgot that one for a
because
moment.
it's also a fake documentary thing.
Yep.
How does it feel to be the head of the
Like
Mishima
the fake documentary gimmick probably would have worn thin if it was every ending, but I also would have been 100% down for it.
Yeah. I also just like, how do you feel about being the head of the Mishima Zaibatsu? Yes. I would go to Panda Land.
すべての人を笑顔に。それがパンダランドのテーマです。
I also appreciate like business lady Xiao Yu showing off Panda Land.
Yep.
Missing Runaway.
Oh, weird.
Characteristics: unique hairstyle with hair pointed in.
And then Panda fall down.
Wait, where am I?
You're finally awake. We're on our way to win the Iron Fist tournament. We're running late. Hang on.
Whoop. Law almost death. Sad Paul.
Missed the entry window.
Yeah. This is kind of a cute ending.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
I really like this ending. There's also, I kind of hope this ending, like, kind of like the Yoshimitsu one, I would like this ending to be like canon.
Yeah.
Forgive me. What?
Pranked.
Raven is dead. What does this mean? Huh? How did that get there?
Raven. Tu commanderas désormais ton unité.
You have
sous le nom de
surpassed
Code
even
Black
Raven. You are now Big Raven.
I'm honored.
A little bit,
Il y a une dame qui m'attend.
but I think it'd be pretty cool if Raven got some of the, they got like that sword and some of those moves in the next game.
Tu es en charge
Yeah.
du reste.
I also appreciate Victor just being
Aye,
like,
sir.
I got a lady, I gotta go.
But yeah, I'd be okay with that being like a canon ending and Victor being another one-off character. Victor is very cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much staying power he's got.
I don't know if they're gonna get him again because he's like he's played by a very famous French actor.
That true, that too.
Why is someone trying to assassinate Lily?
She's super rich. What you don't know is it's law.
It might be.
J'ai eu tellement peur quand tu as surgi de nulle part. Je ne pensais quand même pas être...
Also, if that guy is law, then we can go ahead and count that as another law death.
That is true.
Because that man just got straight up beheaded by that sword.
It really did.
Un grand pan de la G-Corporation a été arrêté. La personne qui t'a confié l'épée peut reposer en paix. Que dirais-tu de prolonger ton travail de garde du corps à mes côtés? Oui, il faudrait avoir le crâne aussi épais que celui d'Asuka pour me protéger.
This Steve ending is also up there. I don't know if you've seen this one.
This is his new gym.
This is very absurd.
He is the organizer of the biggest boxing tournament in the world now, after all.
Oh, yeah. I have, in fact, seen this one.
Nice to be rich.
With the Mishima Zaibatsu's assets at his disposal, Steve hosts a boxing tournament on a scale the likes of which had never been seen. First, he easily claimed the title of middleweight champion, followed by the super middleweight title.
I like the idea that he's just using the
Light heavyweight,
Mishima money to win a ton of championships for himself.
Yep.
one after another, the championship belts fell into his hands.
That belt means he's won 4 different weight divisions.
He really pummeled him. He's finally ready for the heavyweight champion next.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hey, Steve! We're here to bother you!
It's like the fucking buff Riku picture,
Steve here.
but here's buff Steve. Just look at this man.
You too. Long time no see.
Steve, drawn by Rob Liefeld.
You're not wrong either.
I'm totally ready.
I like that they apparently got shot out of the building at how buff Steve is. Or something.
Don't worry about it.
It was good that Admiral Victor won and brought Mishima Zaibatsu under the UN's control, but the G Corporation hasn't stopped causing violence. Yeah, we're almost at the port. Hope nothing happens. Oh, speak of the devil.
Wait, who's running the G Corporation?
Ne tirez pas ici, imbécile.
This wasn't Kazuya in charge of G Corp before?
No, Jin was.
Wait, no, I thought Jin was the head of the Mishima Zaibatsu when he started.
Oh, maybe.
Et un autre.
Because that was when Heihachi was missing after 5.
Merci. Et encore un.
I'm not sure. Point here is, Victor's cool.
Yes.
I really appreciate that
Oh,
bit
God.
of Raven throwing that guy's gun away, and he just looks sad.
I knocked my controller off my leg and paused the video.
Vous,
It's okay.
occupez-vous de nettoyer ça. Je fais attendre une dame importante.
I got a hot date.
You deployed a submarine to impress a woman. Is this normal in France?
No, it's just him.
I really like Raven's dynamic with Victor.
Okay, yeah, I guess Kazuya is... Wait. Yeah, Kazuya is the CEO of G Corporation as of Tekken 6.
私が三島財閥の当主となり G 社との和平を実現できました。これからも世界平和のために尽力していく所存です。本日はありがとうございました。はあ、ジンまたどこかに行っちゃった。
Panda is the best wingman.
もう逃がさないよ。
I also appreciate...
There's something...
Oh,
Mhm.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, there is something with Panda's, like, face and expressions in this game they did a really good job on.
Yeah.
Like, Panda is extremely expressive for a literal panda bear, but Panda's face always cracks me up.
こんなに
That is fair.
たんだ。ジン、私。
Per la luce di Sirio.
Also, I like Claudio apparently moonlighting as a waiter.
Yeah. Using his exorcist powers to make pretty fireworks.
Yeah. I mean, if you had those powers, you're not gonna do that, right?
Yeah, you are very correct.
If I could make cool neon lights appear with my mind, I would do basically nothing else all day. Yoshimitsu, dodge the grenade! Where did he get the steel beam?
That's a great question.
That was the only thing I could think about in this ending. They're in the middle of a bamboo forest. Yeah, I really appreciate this weird thing of like Yoshimitsu's sword going full soul edge.
Yep. I guess Brian's dead.
It would be the first time, I
That's
think.
true. I mean, he's a
I feel like Brian has like almost died in multiple games.
They can just rebuild him. And Zafina, and then 2 more, but...
But that will require actual gameplay.
Yep.
Be sealed.
Yeah, putting him in that crystal ball seems like a way better idea than putting him in your arm.
But yeah.
The devil's power has now been sealed inside this crystal. Claudio, the time is now.
Demone immondo, sparisci per sempre! Iria!
Put him in the crystal, and then take him out of the crystal.
Yeah.
Claudio, I thank you.
I'm so glad you didn't get turned into
With this,
literal
millennium of
dust.
fighting comes to an end.
He did not get vaporized.
And
I
now,
like that Zafina and Claudio's arcade endings are like if they were successful,
I will
considering the story mode is they were not at all successful.
They were the opposite of successful. They were the least successful.
Also, if everybody was teamed up to go do this whole "let's go fight Kazuya" thing, why did Safina and Claudia and all them have to run on foot to the Coliseum?
That's
Why
very
couldn't
funny.
they get a ride?
Why couldn't Victor just,
Oh, actually, I guess they weren't
Oh.
part of the team, were they?
Yeah, they weren't. They were just there. That's the wrong.
They were
thing.
just coincidentally there. They were a separate team. Oh no.
I want character episodes, not arcade quests.
Several years ago, Jun Kazuma faced the mighty ogre in Yakushima, where she narrowly escaped death by fleeing to the Kazuma Sanctum.
Alright, time to dust off all those Jun skills.
Yep.
Consciousness, she was overcome with scenes of a deadly struggle between her beloved Kazuya Mishima and son Jin Kazuma. Upon waking from her long nightmare, Jun realized her visions were a reflection of how the pair stood in the real world. She set off for Italy to put an end to this quarrel between father and son.
和也さん、ジン、必ずあなたたちを救ってみせます。
To be honest, the main thing I remember is you could pop them up with one thing and do like the little low spinny kicks. That's my main June combo.
止めに来ました。
I have no idea what, if any, tech she's retained.
俺は立ち止まれない。Round 1.
There we go. That's the spinny kicks I want.
Nice.
I do think I have this on easy at the very least because
Okay. Also, Jun's outfit looks great in this game.
it really does.
Those claw physics, man.
There's some really good cloth physics in this game. I really love Leo's. See, there we go. That's the June combo. That's the one June combo I know how to do.
That's good. That'll do the trick.
Like I love that they gave Leo like the longer jacket.
Get ready for the next battle.
Round 1.
Cloth physics. Yay.
You win.
ごめんね、ジン。あとは私に任せて。
Get ready for the next battle.
まさか生きていたのか。
Yeah, weren't you around in Tekken Tag 2? I was there.
あなたを救います。
She was a little bit gooey at the time, but
Oops. Sometimes I just accidentally hit the L1 button and then turn on the modern controls mode, and then I go, oh, right, I should...
yeah,
do
I kind
that."
of wish that wasn't. I kind of wish it wasn't as easy as just tapping L1, but I get why it is.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's there for people who don't want to like learn to play a character.
Yeah.
Because you play as Jin a lot, and for people who don't play Jin, I imagine that story would be kind of frustrating.
Oh. I kind of whiffed that, but it worked out, and I still did a lot of damage for unknown reasons.
I will say, I do think heat is a pretty good mechanic, like just a gimmick for the game.
Yes, I enjoy it.
My one complaint is that I never remember what moves for which characters set off heat, so sometimes they'll trigger it by accident while I'm kicking a guy.
Yep.
But, you know, it happens.
Yeah. I enjoyed the story mode fight of Devil Kazuya versus Azazel, because I just, like, kicked Azazel's ass up and down
You did.
the thing.
I was surprised to see Azazel back. Like,
Yeah.
I played some arcade mode before I did the stories, and
Azazel is, like, one of the bosses that can show up there.
yeah, because I did Zafina and saw Azazel, and I was like, what? Why is this guy in here?
Because he's plot relevant.
He is.
somehow.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I feel like he's probably plot relevant for the last time.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a pretty, like, definitive he's gone now type thing. Kazuya ate him, and then Kazuya got the devil punched out of him.
Yay.
It will be interesting to see frickin' Devil Reina, though.
Yeah.
Excited about that. Good job, Jun. Just having a nice family picnic.
Yep.
Kazuya is the only man on the planet who'd go camping in that outfit.
You're not wrong.
いい加減にしなさい。ジン、勝也さん。夢だったのね。
It was actually a sad ending.
Yeah. You thought it was a happy ending, but it was not. It was a sad ending. One last ending for the road.
Reina, the secret daughter of Heihachi Mishima, attended Mishima Polytechnical School.
I enjoy Mishima Polytechnical School also as a
Yep.
funny.
Saw as a role model, but Heihachi vanished after his defeat by Kazuya Mishima.
Heihachi Mishima, role model.
Mishima Zaibatsu put on the new The King of Iron Fist tournament in order to choose a new head of the organization. Reina entered the tournament to take over the Mishima Zaibatsu and carry on her father's legacy.
お父様、私が必ず三島財閥を手に入れてみせます。
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist tournament. First up,
Oh yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Reina was actually designed by Mary Shimazaki, I believe, the lady what designed Bayonetta.
I did not know that, but I can kind of see it now. Oh, look at that chair.
Yeah, she's a very nice chair. But the reason I bring it up is because apparently Harada thought Reina's outfit was like way too simple and is really surprised that people like Reina's outfit. Which is funny to me, because like I feel like her outfit's perfect, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it doesn't. It's not like too simple. I don't know where you'd come up with that, but
And also, like, I'm not opposed to simple fighting game characters.
that too. If you're fighting a bear wearing some of a karate gi, and it's a good look.
Yeah. Doing a bad job, also.
I mean, he's a. At some point while playing as Reina, I actually checked out her move list and realized she has like cool stance things, which I only discovered by accidentally changing stances and then realizing that it also changes her grabs.
Huh.
She has like a grab where she grabs you and then like lightning strikes you from the sky.
You got spiky hair. That's the only people who have spiky hair in these games are Mishimas.
Also, we didn't mention this during the brief, like, 1 second that Devil Reina appears, but Devil Reina has Heihachi's.
That's great.
She has a big V-shaped hairstyle. It's very good.
I feel like I'm like almost going into the stance and then just attacking out of it. That or I just down an X is just you do a bunch of cool side steps maybe.
Her kicks are very weird. They're extremely mobile.
Get ready for the next battle.
That's not really an answer to what she just said, Victor, but you know.
He's French, don't worry about it. You can say anything in French and it sounds cool.
That is true. There's a lot of X that just seems to be like Steve Fox style dodging, and that's throwing me off a little bit.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one.
Check out this wall, Jin. The final match.
Get ready for the next battle.
I'm your half sister. Yeah.
Yay. Now it's time for the most serious ending.
You are the champion!
I am the champion. Thanks, Kuma. That was very silly.
It was extremely silly. I appreciate Reina just having a full goofy joke ending.
Yep. All right, that's Tekken 8.
That is Tekken 8.
This game
It's all the
is
story.
all that is
It's
all
all the arcade
story.
endings.
Yep. I did Arcade Quest before, but you know, or before streaming. Here's my arcade person. Act surprised that it just looks like this.
I mean, yeah. This checks out.
Yep. I was talking with a friend of mine, and we agreed that one point in Street Fighter 6's favor is you can play these arcade games in Street Fighter 6. Cannot play Xvius in here, unfortunately.
That's true.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for the Tekken. I do have an idea for another stream I want to do somewhat soonish. Maybe not tomorrow soonish, but soonish. So check us out with that. But until then, I'm gonna hit this stop streaming button.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.